And so then he came back in and apologized to them for being so upset and whatever.
Who did that?
He did.
Oh, okay, your boyfriend.
Because I had sent him outside. And so she said that she would look into it personally herself and to call her on Monday and speak with her. And she would have an answer to me as to why it was not working. Well, when I called her, she put me on hold, and someone saying that they were Frank and they were the owner, I'm guessing that was him, got on the phone and asked me why he came and was so upset and stuff like that, and asked me how would I like it if somebody was that upset with me. And he asked me if, he said there's still a balance on the car. Are you ready to make payments? I said, okay, I can pay off the balance, but that's not the problem. The problem is I was trying to get the car serviced, and I was trying to explain to him about the problems we've been having, getting it fixed, and that they were saying that they were fixing it and nothing was being fixed, but he wasn't listening to me. He told me he didn't have time to talk to me, and that this was now a repossession, and that when he was ready to talk to me, he would call me back. Well, to me, that's unacceptable because I'm still without a car when I've paid my money, and how can you repossess it if I paid you for it? And you still get the car and my money, so that's why we're here.
Plaintiff is really saying that she bought a bad car and that the defendant was going to fix it. Seems logical, but I want to know, why did the defendant take the car? Let's see what the defendant says.
Well, what do you have to say, Mr. Youssef? Your turn.
Can I just show you the contract? I have the contract.
Well, let's take a look.
Your Honor, I watch you all the time for 5 hours. Very fair judge. So it should be dismissed because of this.
Because of this?
Right here. Yeah. 97 should be, I'm doing this for 45 years, sir. There is not one single complaint filed against M97.
All right. It says here, as is, no warranty expressed or implied whatsoever. M97 Auto Parts will be held harmless of any lawsuit that might arise out of this sale. Were you expecting to be sued?
Because,
I mean,
Your Honor, when you are so many years, I've seen a lot of things in the 45 years that I've been in this business.
what is this vehicle service contract? What is that?
I don't know anything about that contract. I don't have a copy of it.
Who's Lisa Weed?
She's running the shop right now.
Okay.
She was going to come because she was threatened. This gentleman, somebody came this close to her wall. He was threatening, shouting. You know, she was scared for his life, but she's sick. I think she's in the hospital. She didn't.
Hospital.
Yeah.
How come she's not here today?
She's sick.
She's sick.
Yes, sir.
What's wrong with her? Do you know?
I don't know.
Did you sign anything yourself?
I'm no longer running the show. I just go to the auction, buy cars.
What is your relationship with M97 Auto Parts?
I'm the owner, sir.
You're the owner. Does Lisa Weed work for you?
Yes, sir.
What is her job there?
She's office manager, general manager, call her what you want to call her.
Okay. Can she buy and sell cars for M97? Can she do that?
Yes, sir.
She has the authority to do that?
Yeah.
All right. Did you know about this deal?
No. Just yesterday she briefed me.
Just yesterday?
She briefed me about this. I don't know anything.
Was she sick yesterday?
No, she was, no, I'm sorry, Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
That's 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Was she sick then?
No, Saturday was it nothing wrong with it. Today,
She was fine Saturday?
Today she didn't show to work. They said her husband is sick or she's sick. I don't know what.
Oh, you don't know. Could be her or her husband.
I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe both.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at this vehicle service contract. This is for 12,000 miles or 12 months. Let's take a look at this. Coverage, engine, crankshaft and bearings, oil pump, pistons, piston rings, connection rods, and it goes on and on. An automatic transmission. Standard transmission is covered also, if the vehicle has a standard transmission. Drive axle assembly, seals and gaskets. But it doesn't say how much you paid for this. It's a contract. Well, yes, there's no.
It says on the other sheet. Can I show you?
Well, it says on there, but it doesn't say on the actual vehicle service contract itself.
Oh.
It does say what is covered. A whole lot of things are covered, but it doesn't say how much you have to pay for that. Now, the purchase agreement lists extended service contract, $900. So presumably, that's what you paid for that. But it also doesn't say how long you have to, how long you have to pay on this. You don't know anything about this, do you? This deal?
Just, I know when I received the note, but yesterday she told me exactly, I wrote it in here. Lisa keep calling them for 3 months for $1,271. Of course, this is the only mistake she made. She gave the car before they pay. She kept promising, we're going to pay you next week, at the end of the month. 3 months they are driving the car. This service contract, because the only car you needed was a battery. So the service contract, there was nothing wrong with the engine, with the transmission. The only thing was the battery. We changed the battery, the car ran like a brand new.
But you never knew about this deal until when you talked to Lisa on Saturday. That's the first time you found out about it, right?
Yesterday, I know I have a court appearance because I received a note from your court. But yesterday, Lisa brought me the file, and she told me there's a service contract, but there was nothing wrong with the car to cover by this service contract.
The problem that we have here is we need Lisa Weed here, okay? Lisa Weed is the person who signed this contract. She's the one that can tell me what the terms of this contract are.
Well,
and she's not here. And I mean, I guess you should have brought her here, Mr. Youssef.
I supposed to come with me, Your Honor, I swear, but she didn't come. Could you postpone it some other day?
No, we're not going to do that. I mean, she should have been here. We don't even know if she's sick or not. You told me that she's sick, then you told me that her husband was sick. You talked to her Saturday, and presumably she was okay then. She wasn't sick then.
She was supposed to come with me, Your Honor.
There are a number of issues here with this contract that have to be resolved. The problem with the contract is that there's no time limit on here that says when everything has to be paid by. Okay, you're telling you didn't pay everything on this contract. You still owe a total of $1,276.50. So in that sense, the contract hasn't been completed, but you're also telling me that you have time to pay it. That may or may not be true. I don't know, because Lisa's not here. There also is, I suppose, a question as to whether or not there's a warranty. The purchase agreement does not say anything about a warranty on this contract. You have a vehicle service contract that doesn't have a price on it indicating what the value is for that contract, but you do have $900 written on another document, the purchase agreement, that says extended service contract, but it doesn't reference the vehicle service contract, so I don't know if the $900 applies to that or not. And then I have the application for Michigan Title and Registration Statement of Vehicle Sale, which says there's no warranty at all.
It's always a good idea to know the facts before you go to court, like whether or not there's a service contract. But I still want to know, why did the defendant take the car? Let's see what the judge says.
All right, well, there are a number of issues here that have to be resolved regarding this contract. But the problem you have, Mr. Youssef, is that the only way I can resolve those issues is if Ms. Weed is here to testify as to what this contract really was all about, and she's not here. I do have the testimony from Ms. Borden, who's telling me that she signed an agreement to buy a vehicle for $2,500, which included an extended service contract of $900 and some other things that she had to pay, and that she had time to pay that.
Your Honor, if they pay their outstanding balance, I give them the car. I have no problem with that. They have to pay the balance.
Well,
but
they may have time to pay the balance too. Okay?
They didn't pay the balance, Your Honor.
They didn't pay the balance, but they had 6 months to pay it. Of course, you're past 6 months anyway.
Where is the?
Repossessed it before I even was given the 6 months. So
we only had the car from February to April.
Right, so I wasn't given 6 months to pay it off. He repossessed it.
Here's what's going to
That's
happen.
what I was told.
You have a choice, Mr. Youssef, okay? You can give her the car, okay, or give her the $2,500 back. It's your choice. One of the two.
Your Honor.
The balance, she has time to pay the balance because that was part of what the agreement was.
Where is the agreement for the balance? She said that.
She's telling me there was an agreement.
There was no agreement, Your Honor.
How do you know? You weren't there. You weren't part of the deal. You can't tell me that there was
I know
no
my
agreement.
business is running your owner. I know we don't wait 6 months for 12
You
months.
need to have the person here who signed this agreement to tell me that there was no agreement to pay the balance. That person is not here. You don't know. What?
If possible, I would rather have my money back.
Okay. Then I'll enter a judgment in your favor in the amount of $2,500. Plus costs consisting of a $65 filing fee and a $23 service fee, bringing the total amount to $2,588.
Can I say something, Your Honor?
No, but here's the thing, Ms. Board, you still have an agreement that you have to go by. If they give you the car back, you've got to take that back, okay? It's your choice, okay? If they give you the car back, you're not getting $2,500 back because there's an agreement to buy a car essentially for $2,500 plus some other things. You either take the car or take the money. But if they want to enforce the contract and give you the car, then you got to take the car.
But what if the car is still doing the same things, Your Honor?
Well, then if that's the case, you're going to have to sue again to get the amount back that you'd have to pay to fix the car. Okay?
Wow.
But the issue that we have here is you don't have the car. And what you're suing is for $2,500 because you don't have the car. What I'm telling you is you are entitled to have the car. And if they don't want to give you the car, then they can pay you the $2,500. One of the two. But if they want to give you the car back, you've got to take the car because you have a contract to buy this car for $2,500. That has to be enforced.
They didn't go back on the contract by repossessing it?
That's why I'm ordering them to give you the car back. They
Okay.
did. That's why if they want to give you the car back, you have to take it because that's what the contract is, for you to buy that car.
So let me see if I understand the judge's ruling. The judge told the defendant to give back the bad car? I'm not so sure that's the way I would have ruled. I would have said, give back the money and call it a day. I definitely think we will see these people back in court again. Oh well, if you find that you are involved in a dispute that you can't resolve, small claims court may be the answer. Thanks for watching Case Closed. I'm Charlie Langton.